Hi friends, I'm Caitlin. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm sitting down today to recreate the Sabrina Carpenter makeup look. I'll pop the picture on the screen. I'm a big fan of all of her makeup looks, but especially this one I was really drawn to. So I thought I would go through my collection and recreate it with the products that I own. So of course, just starting with skincare, I'll pop my hair back first. Popping on some lip balm first. This is the Vieve Bounce Balm in Vanilla. It smells like a cupcake. A vanilla cupcake basically. For my skin prep, I'm taking my two favourites. The first is the Numbuzin No. 3 Skin Softening Serum. I'm literally nearly out of this, but I do have a backup in my cupboard. In fact, I think I actually have two backups because I love it so much. And then taking the Beauty of Joseon SPF 50 with rice and probiotics. Let me show you my cute bracelet that I made. Hopefully you can see all those charms. But my friend Claire and I went bracelet and necklace charm making the other day. I say the other day, I think when this goes live it'll be a couple of weeks after. So Claire made a beautiful necklace that I'll insert on the screen. Then I went with a silver bracelet, and then I picked this little heart, this star, strawberries, because if you've seen my videos before, the strawberry bed sheets, the strawberry here, I've got strawberries on this side. I'm a little bit obsessed with strawberries. And then I picked this little bone because I do have a cat and dog at my parents' house, and then donuts. So I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. It's such a fun day out. If you're ever in Glasgow or live in Glasgow yourself, we went to B51. Definitely recommend. So cute, especially for a friend day. I'm just hoping it's not going to be too distracting in the video with like basically a musical instrument over here. Okay, I'll let that sink in for a couple minutes, and then today I'm taking one of my favourite foundations. I think I will do all of my complexion first because when I was looking at the eyes, again I'll insert the picture, they don't really look anything too drastic or that would cause a lot of fallout. So I'll do my complexion first. Today I'm taking the NYX Make and Wonder foundation in the shade 03 Fair. It is definitely my favourite drugstore foundation. I love it. Main reason, sorry, I just looked at the viewfinder and I was like, wow, the coverage, and this is exactly why I chose this foundation. When I look at Sabrina's complexion in this picture, it looks full coverage but quite matte. It's exactly what this foundation gives. You can see straight away the coverage that just gave, but also once it has dried down, it's a nice soft matte finish. I'm just taking a buffing brush to blend this down into my neck and into the ears, and just around my mouth to prevent any laugh lines. Can you see this like one flyaway hair that I've got? Just like, no, I don't have an antenna, please don't do that. So although this foundation does sit quite nicely by itself, I do just want to take some pressed powder and just lightly set it in place. One thing that I've been doing, which is sort of different from normal, I'm not taking my powder puff, my powder brush should I say these days, to set my foundation. I'm usually taking a powder puff and some pressed powder. I think it has more of an airbrush finish to it, especially on my pale skin. I feel like foundations can just not settle the best, and then maybe over time can start to look like it's breaking up, but I don't get that when I use a pressed powder with a powder puff. And I thought I would just mention it in case any of you are having the same issue with your makeup just not looking as nice as it could. I'm taking the Catrice Soft Blur Matte Airbrush Powder just to lightly set this in place, and then I can finish the complexion. This Sephora bronzer, which looks like this. It's in the shade 01 Golden Gateway, and I'll just pop this on my cheeks, my forehead, probably a little bit of my chin, and then just the tip of my nose. Something I really love about Sabrina's makeup is the blush. I just think it looks so gorgeous. So to recreate that today, I'm taking this little NARS palette, but it's this individual blush in the shade Thrill. It's a really nice cool toned pink shade. Looks like that. It does look like her blush placement as well is actually quite low. So it's on the apples of the cheeks and then it goes upwards like this. So I'll do the same. I'm seeing when she smells in that picture, you can really see that the blush is on the apples of the cheeks. Her under eyes themselves don't look super bright, but I think there is a little bit of brightness in comparison to the foundation or complexion products they've used. I'm not sure if this colour's picking up on camera, but I'm taking this lavender powder by Fenty Beauty just to lightly press this under the eyes, because on pale skin lavender powders usually do help brighten a little bit. I just don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but I think it'll be more of a subtle difference this will create, but just a little. Moving on to, I think I will do my eyes, nails and then eyebrows. Pause that a second. Before I do the eyes, I'm just looking at the inspo picture of Sabrina, and although her face is mainly matte, I feel like there's a tiny little bit of, let me just see if you can see that, there's a tiny bit of highlight or shimmer here. So to add that to my face, I'm taking the L'Oreal Gloomy Stick, which really gives a nice go from within sort of look. And again, because hers is quite subtle, I'm not adding too much of this product. It's just enough so you can still see it's there, but it's not super blinding. So taking this palette that I own, I think this is going to be the perfect colour palette to recreate her eyes. It's a gorgeous cool tone palette. It's got some nice pinks, brown, sort of grey mauve shades. Taking this light sort of grey shade, it's almost like a grey brown. I'm going to pop this all over the lid and into the crease. Focus now on more the outer part of the eye. I'm going to dip into this one here. So same sort of undertones, but it's just darker. And I'm focusing more, packing this on the outer corner first, and then blending that up into the crease. And I'm also just blending it more up in flicky motions, because she does have a nice sort of line to her eyeshadow instead of being like a rounded look, so just sort of flicking it up like this. Picking up the darker shade in this palette, so which is this one here, I'm placing this more in the outer part of my eye, but sort of going upwards and then blending that into the shadows that I've just placed. It's almost as if I'm creating a little wing. Taking that same shade and same brush, I'm going to pop this on the lower lash line and really focus more of the colour on the outer part of the lash line. And just going back to this brush we used for the second shade just to blend this out slightly. Switching to this other palette to take the nice bright shade on the lids. I'm going to mix a combination of these two. Placing this in the inner corner here, the inner part, and then taking that and blending it onto the lids. Going back to the first palette, I'm taking this nice pink shimmer shade and just popping this under the brow bone. Taking the Got To Be brow glue for my eyebrows first, and then once I've done my eyebrows I'll go back and do my mascara. Taking this darker shade of the Catrice brow palette in the shade 010. Now moving on to mascara, I'm first going to curl my lashes with the Catrice eyelash curler, which looks like this. Just pressing some dark brown eyeshadow into the lash line. I completely forgot this step before curling my lashes. It really helps to add fullness to the lash line. I'm taking the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara in the shade Brown. And with this, I'm going to try and angle my lashes to the side to give more of a cat eye effect. And then place some on the bottom lashes. Lastly for lips, I will first cancel out some of my natural lip pigment. Taking Makeup Top by Morphe. I think I'll go with this one, which would be my Bridesmaid by MAC, and then if not, I can always try a different combination. To lighten the middle part of the lips, I'm taking the Jordana Tisha lipstick in the shade Pillow Fight. Yeah, I like it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.